Hey guys, welcome back to another development blog. Just wanted to kind of go over things that we've created since the last time I created one of these. And yeah, if you'll notice, there's a boat now. There's a Stonehenge kind of area over here, but we'll get to that later. Those are kind of more temporary things and not really what I've spent the bulk of my time working on. But as you can tell, the town center is kind of coming together. We have a horse stable here. Ignore the dogs, they're temporary. A couple things are temporary. I'm working on getting a couple things in here. Hay bales I'm gonna have to change to make them a little bit lighter. I might do that. I'll do that later. Horse stables, we're gonna put some horses in here, and I really liked this. I actually am a big fan of this. Obviously, it's a knight. Knights ride horses, and I don't know, it's kind of a chess thing, but I think it kind of really designates nicely that this is going to be a stable area. There's going to be kind of a lot to do over here. Actually, let me see if I can't fix this real quick. 1 second. Let's see. I think we just need to tone it down just a little bit. Let's see. I wonder if we go a little bit more yellow, but darker. It's a tiny bit better. Let's see. It looks okay. Yeah, it looks okay. It's not bad. Alright. I might come back to that and work on it later. Sorry for the distraction. Anyways, what we put together so far: the tavern, a blacksmith / armory. We have a bookstore, which is going to be... so the idea with this is actually pretty cool. So I'm a big fan of being able to level up as soon as you get the point in the field. So basically putting points in skills, things like that. But I also think that main city hubs and towns and things like that need more reasons than you would normally see in a video game to come back to them, so that you have a feel like that place is worth going to, worth visiting. And so one of the ideas with this game is that when you level up, you're going to get points and you'll naturally be able to spend them in the field just by pressing tab and stuff like that. But when you visit a city, I think you should get something more. And so what I'm going to do here is every 10 levels, every 20 levels, every 30 levels, you know, basically in increments of 10, maybe increments of 5, you'll get like something that's beyond a skill point. It's something extra, right? And this will allow you to come to this bookstore and you'll be able to spend it to get something even cooler, like something that's quality of life, a bigger, badder ability than you'd normally get, something that's just, I need to go to the city, I need to go spend this point, it's going to be really worth it and really cool and really fun, so gotta go there. And so that's what this is going to be about. I don't want this to be a place where you feel like every level you have to go back to a main city, but I want it to feel like, I want an adventure, I got 5 levels, I haven't been back to the city in a while, let's go back. And so that's going to be the main purpose of this bookstore, and I guess we can start in here. It's a little cozy kind of bookstore, lots of books around. I do want to change a little bit of the colors. I think I went with, I'm a lawyer or an attorney, I am licensed, and I went with red, green, and brown because I think that's what I know from law school, so probably should add some different colors in here. There are some blues, but they do remind me of my legal textbooks a little bit. A little chest back here and things like that to purchase. A little kind of book stand back here as well. But yeah, just a cozy little place that you're going to come, you'll talk to this guy, you'll be able to spend some points, and maybe get a chest and stuff like that. Let's dive into the tavern though. I did spend a good amount of time working on this. So you come in here and there's a table. In the back, this is going to be changed. Right now it's just storage. I'll probably put a chest back here, maybe some like, I don't know, something, not too much, but maybe a little something different there. I don't like how many kegs we have back here. I think it's a little boring, a little plain, so I'm gonna do something else. The bar turned out really well. It's all modular. The bar stools didn't come with the modular set. These are from a different pack. But I've also I found this cool little wooden thing. I'm gonna have to change it because it doesn't really work right here. In certain areas, it looks really good. In certain areas, it does not look good. So I'm gonna have to mess with the texture or the material that's kind of bound to, and kind of fix that up. And then once that's fixed, I think it'll look nice. The cups, just kind of a cup holder thing. I thought this was a cool, kind of clever combination. Obviously, this is an asset pack, and then these cups are not combined with it, even though I did group them. These cups are a different part, and so same with the bookshelf. These are not connected to the plates or the cups. You know, none of this is all these are from different packs that I kind of found along the way. I remade this a couple times. The first time I didn't have enough room for the person to kind of like walk out in front and stand. And then, so I had to remake that. And then also, you know, I remade the bar a couple different times. I do like this. For some reason, this singular plate and singular mug really resonates with me. Maybe it's because I feel like, you know, I'm adventuring out on this kind of journey to make this game, and it's kind of a lone wolf thing. But I'm really liking it. I don't know. I'm actually applying to UCF soon, on the 7th of this month. Next month, and I think it's good. I'm applying for their game design master's program. I really, really hope I get in. I really like the idea of learning how to do this properly in an organized setting, work with a team, be around people who have a similar mentality to me that really want to go out and achieve this and become great game designers. And so I'm actually putting in my application soon. This is going to be my portfolio piece, and I really hope they like it, because spending a lot of time on it, and even if it doesn't work out, I still wouldn't regret a second of this. It's been really so fun and beautiful and joyful, and man, I love doing this. I really do. Every time I hop on here and I start working on it, I just love it more and more. And I also have a cool little surprise, not surprise, but I am kind of really proud of how like the potions turned out and stuff like that. So I have basically a blue potion, a green potion, a yellow potion, and a pink potion. And you can see them kind of brewing outside. So you'll notice one of the things I've done is I've made it very obvious which building is which, right? So for example, the bookstore has kind of like, you know, that's going to double as like a skill thing, kind of has like skill markers. It's a very common, I think that might actually come from RuneScape. So I may have copyrighted that, but not actually sure. That might be more common than RuneScape, but that's where I probably know it from, the, you know, stepping stone kind of image right there. So it designates it as a bookstore and a skill stop. It also, the tavern has 2 tavern signs, which I really like. Before we go into the potion shop, actually, let's go to the armory, and you'll notice there's 2 battle axes on top, which obviously makes you think war, makes you think battle. Maybe this guy sells something that's battle related, and then you come in here. Also, I want it to be noted, these daggers actually are not about the armor shop. These are different. There's going to be a rogues guild in the game who kind of terrorize the villagers a little bit and the townspeople, and you know, things might get stolen here and there. They're not violent, but they do steal, and this marker right here actually designates this as a shop that's not to be messed with by the Rogues Guild, either through payment because they've paid their way out, or respect from the Rogues Guild or something, or maybe there's a member of the Rogues Guild who works here, something like that. You'll find out later in the game, but it's worth noting that this is not part of the armory. This is part of the Rogues markers. So I found this really cool texture. I like put it on the battle axes and the standard axes, the daggers, the scythe. You know, I just really liked the texture. So this guy's going to kind of specialize in this type of weaponry. He also works on the cannon that you can see back there. There's a little staff here. Got some daggers and things like that. But yeah, that's his story. And then finally, the last store that we have kind of made is this potion store we were talking about earlier. And I want you to notice that right when you walk in, you kind of feel like you're being watched, right? There's 1 face, 2 face. There's a face here. There's horns back there. You've got the guy watching you. There's 2 faces on this coin, and they're sideways, which is kind of creepy. And then even if you look at the top of the fireplace over here, there's another guy. So the point of this being, I want this shop to kind of feel like a potion shop. And the thing that comes to mind for me when I think of potions is Professor Snape from Harry Potter, right? We all know he's a good guy in the end, but he is a little creepy. He's a Slytherin, you know? He gives you some weird vibes. You don't really trust him. And in the same sense, the shopkeeper doesn't trust you. You know, look how many faces are watching you. He wants you to feel watched. He wants you to feel that way. And so it's kind of going to give you a little bit mysterious vibes. Don't steal anything, you know? But anyways, onto the potions themselves. This is something I've been thinking a lot about. So I'll start with the blue potion. What does your mind jump to? Mana. Not in this game. So I have never been a fan of the mana potion. I think that a game mechanic that says stop casting your fun abilities because you're out of mana is boring. It's overdone. I'm not a fan. So our alternatives. I guess first let me dive into how magic will actually work in this game. Kind of important. I don't like the idea of mana, but I also don't like the idea of you unlocking, let's say, Lightning Bolt, and that's your most powerful ability, and then you pressing Lightning Bolt 30 times in a row. And that is usually the reason mana is introduced into a game, because we want you to experience more than Lightning Bolt spam, right? So the way that magic is going to be designed in this game is that you're rewarded for combination play. And not just in the sense that, left swing with melee, right swing with melee. That's usually how combinations are done. In this sense, it's actually going to be magic-based, for the magic-based characters. Obviously, it's Awakened. If you watch my other blogs, there's 10 characters. But for the magic-based characters who cast, the idea is that if you use a lightning bolt followed by a fire bolt, followed by, a wind spell, and then a lightning spell. Once you use all four, you'll have an ability to use something that's a little bit more powerful, and that's going to be, like a fire cyclone or like a lightning wave of water just coming at your enemy, something like that, right? So you're rewarded not for lightning bolt spam, even if that is your most powerful ability. You're rewarded for combination play. And so these potions are not going to give you mana. What they're going to do is I'm considering a couple different options. I haven't made up my mind yet, but it's either going to be decreased spell casting time, the inability to be interrupted while casting for like 20-30 seconds, more power on your abilities. I think that's a little bland. I'm personally not the biggest fan of that one. I think the spell casting speed one is actually the one I really want to implement. That way you feel like you're getting a real advantage. Your lightning bolt casts twice as quick. You feel like, oh wow, this is a good potion, right? I always feel like mechanics like that are really fun. So that's probably where I'm leaning with the blue potion. I'm saying mana potion, it's so common, right? Red potion, obviously a health potion. There are going to be 2 health potions in this game, though. There's going to be the red and the green. The red potion is going to be a big burst of healing. So, you can charge into battle, you get low, you get this big burst of healing, and then you keep going, right? That's going to be that idea. The green potion's a little different. It's going to do 2 things. It's going to give you a defensive buff for magic and defense. So whenever you get hit, you'll take probably 10% less damage. Something minor, right? It's not about that. But what is important about this potion is the heal over time effect. And so what that's going to do is basically, instead of this big burst of healing, you'll heal more, but it'll be slower. So over 30 seconds, you'll heal, 2, 3, 4% of your health per second until the effect is done. So it's not going to be about charging into battle, getting a big burst of healing. It's going to be more cover play. So fight, run away, take some cover, maybe use some, ranged attacks while your health regens, and then you can go back into battle, things like that. So we've covered green, we've covered red, we've covered blue. Now, what is this yellow potion over here going to be? And this is actually my favorite potion. So I'm a big fan of games that make you feel like you're moving quickly. And so the yellow potion is going to be speed. So, it's going to allow you basically to run, I'm thinking anywhere from 20 to 50% faster for a period of about 15 to 30 seconds, depending on where what feels right after some testing. It's going to take some time, but I really think this potion is going to be a lot of fun for people. They're going to feel like, oh my gosh, speedrunners are going to love this because they're going to find a way to sneak it, get as many as they can. That way they can get through the game faster, at a higher tempo, higher speed. I don't want your character to ever feel slow. I want your natural speed to feel like it's pretty quick, but I want it to feel really fun when you have one of these. So I want it to be a really high, really fun potion to use, to abuse, and to make. And yeah, I think those are the 4 potions. So let me guys know what you think about them. I'd be really curious to hear what your takes are on magic, on the potions, on the, you know, getting a skill point every 5 levels, every 10 levels that you come in. It's bigger than a regular skill point. It's like, you know, it's kind of a skill point plus almost, right? Let me know what you guys think. I really value you guys' feedback, and yeah, I enjoy doing this so much, man, and I really want to do this for the rest of my life. I want to make things like this. I want to create experiences for people where they can come back after a hard day of work and just enjoy. And it's really such a blessing just to have the opportunity to do this. So thank you guys for your support as always. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me, and I hope you guys have a great week, honestly. So thank you very much, and peace out.